Guys, Fortnite Pro Peterbot pretty much just got exposed yesterday and arguably may have just completely destroyed his Fortnite competitive and content creation career with this new video that surfaced up yesterday. Now, if you guys don't know who Peterbot is, he's arguably one of the greatest Fortnite players of all time. He's super confident, he W keys everybody, and he's won almost $1 million in earnings from, FNCS Grand Finals, Global Championships, etc., etc. He's won a lot of competitions. And he's only 18 years old. He was born in 2007, so he's really not that old. Only 18 years old, and he already has almost $1 million in earnings. But yesterday, a video surfaced, and I wasn't able to find out who exactly posted this. I have no idea who posted it, but obviously someone here stabbed him in the back. And I'll go ahead and play this for you. Of course, I'm going to blur out the actual cuss words because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube for this. He says the N-word multiple times over and over again, pretty much just spamming the slur. That's what Hypex said on Twitter, but we will talk more about it after you watch the clip.
On that cake? You want some?
I'm good, thank you, bro. Bro, stop being gay, bro.
Oh, delete it. Delete it.
So this is obviously really insane. I've heard from a lot of people that competitive is going to be very competitive this season. A lot of people are getting back into comp, especially with the new rules that they've made. I'm pretty sure they're bringing back solo cups actually, which was pretty exciting. And they're also bringing back duos as well. Also, hacking has kind of been going down in FNCS and competitive and stuff, I've heard. I don't know exactly how true that is. I'm going to be 100% honest. I really don't keep up with competitive very often. I do obviously know who Peterbot is though. A lot of people don't. I know a lot of my community may not be very familiar with, Peterbot and competitive, but I did want to go ahead and bring up what he actually did say. So after this spurred, yesterday, late yesterday, he actually did make a response. So over on his Twitter, he posted this actually only 2 hours after it was, it surfaced online. He said, "A video has surfaced showing me using a racial slur while at the agent house. This incident took place when I was 16 years old, so 2 years ago. At the time, I was in an environment where I was heavily influenced by others and was asked to say it. That does not excuse my words, but it is important context for understanding the circumstances. I recognize now how deeply wrong and hurtful that language is. I take full responsibility for saying it, regardless of my age or the pressures I felt in that moment. I want to sincerely apologize to the communities affected and to anyone who has been hurt by my words. I am committed to continuing to learn and grow and ensure that my actions moving forward reflect respect and understanding." So first off, if anybody knows Peterbot, you would probably realize that this doesn't sound like him. It doesn't sound like something he would actually say. It sounds just like a cookie cutter kind of corporate apology. So of course, people immediately started putting this into an AI checker to see if it was AI, and over 5 or 6 times on a stream or something like that, 4 to 6 times or something, it was found to be 100% AI from multiple websites. So either Peterbot just put in an apology into an AI generator or his PR team did or something. I don't know how, deep his actual team goes or anything like that, but a lot of people have been clowning on him for making an AI generated response. Now, something even more interesting with AI is that a lot of people initially thought that the video was AI, and I think that a lot of people are still saying that it's, the most obvious AI generated video I've ever seen. I don't really think that video looks AI generated. I mean, you guys can see it in the background again here. I don't really think it looks AI generated, and the fact that he, made a response in the first place and apologized, it shows that it's not AI. If it was AI, he would just be like, that's not real. It was made artificially. You know what I mean? He wouldn't come out and give an apology if he didn't actually say it. You know what I mean? So the fact of it being artificial intelligence made video is not the case. A lot of people have also said that he has officially been banned from FNCS and competitive. I wouldn't believe that, you guys, because there's been no announcement or anything. In his bio, it still says that he's a part of Falcons Esports, so he hasn't been kicked off the team or anything like that. Still says 6-time FNCS winner. He'll probably keep that on there, but no official statement has came out from Fortnite. Nothing has came out from him, so I don't believe as of right now he is banned from Fortnite or from competitive or anything. And that would be a really big deal, you guys. If Peterbot got banned, that means that he would not be eligible to compete in FNCS 2025 Global Championships. Now, he already qualified for in crazy fashion with Ritual and Cold, his trio, and the prize pool for this is $2 million. It's the Global Championship is probably the biggest Fortnite tournament there is nowadays, and if he gets banned or something comes out with this, he literally will not be able to compete. Now, people have also posted stuff like this guy said Clix is officially an FNCS winner after the recent Peterbot clip that surfaced. I honestly don't know if this person just meant like, oh, we're just going to say that Clix won and his trio won, or if he actually genuinely means like, you know, like Peterbot doesn't win anymore, like he doesn't get first place. That would honestly really suck, but I would not be surprised if they did that. I wouldn't be surprised if they banned him from competitive for a little bit, or, you know, he lost his sponsorships and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But honestly, so far, nothing has came out. So I'm not sure if Fortnite is actually going to say anything. I don't know if he's going to get kicked off of his team. I feel like that is more likely than him being banned from Fortnite like forever. I feel like they could definitely say like, hey man, you're not going to be able to play in, you know, this global championship, or you're banned from competitive Fortnite for a year or something like that. But I don't see them banning him completely from the game. Of course, it is terrible and it's a bad look for Peterbot to like make a AI generated thing like that. But something that's also really interesting is that the Fortnite competitive community, they worship this guy like he's a god, which it makes sense because he's the best player in Fortnite comp. He's arguably one of the best Fortnite players, the best Fortnite player of all time. But a lot of people are coming to his defense, and I want to make clear here that I'm not coming to Peterbot's defense. I literally just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was really interesting. Hypex made the first video that I saw. I believe he reposted it, and it was the one that got a ton of views. You know, it got 65,000 likes, 12.4 million views in like, you know, however many hours, like 14, 15 hours or something like that. And a lot of people were calling Hypex weird for posting it, and I really don't understand that. Like people saying that he's like clip farming and things like that. Twitter barely pays anything for impressions and views. Like Twitter doesn't pay barely anything for stuff like that. For the volume, it's very, very little money. So I don't see why Hypex would do something like that. He's a Fortnite news account. He's obviously going to post something like this. This is one of the biggest things that's happened in Fortnite and like the community, I guess, for a really long time. There's also been no talk about him being banned from YouTube or Twitch. Twitch and YouTube are definitely notorious for, you know, banning people or, you know, terminating people's channels or taking away their monetization for people who do things like this. So if anything were to happen first, it would definitely be either the Twitch or the YouTube. Some type of social media would probably lose monetization or something like that. But I'm not 100% sure because normally the vibes around something like this are a little bit more, you know, like out there attacking, you know what I mean? People right now are just kind of memeing it. Like I don't really think like many people are like seriously that like upset or mad about it. I think it's just absolutely crazy. It sucks. It really sucks that somebody that he knew posted this. Maybe they were having some type of beef or something like that, but of course he shouldn't have been saying it in the first place. And saying that he was in an environment that, you know, cultivated things like that really just isn't an excuse. And hopefully his response wasn't actually AI generated, because if it was, that's going to be a really bad look. It doesn't take much of a brain to just kind of type out, you know, a quick little like, hey guys, I saw the video. I'm sorry. I'm going to move on. I'll do better from here on out. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. But, you know, of course he went the opposite way and using an AI generator. But if you go anywhere on Twitter, people are obviously clowning this. Not many people are like super mad, or they're kind of just memeing it. You know what I mean? A lot of people actually are kind of happy because when Peterbot was in a competition, a lot of the time people thought that there was like no chance. But now people feel like, you know, oh my gosh, maybe I could actually win nowadays if if Peterbot isn't involved in it. But like I said, as of right now, there is going to be no banning. There hasn't been anything said from Fortnite themselves or Fortnite comp. People are just kind of memeing it, and I wanted to make a video on it because I think it's pretty crazy. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What do you guys think should happen? Should he be banned? How do you feel about his response? Let me know. Drop a like on today's video. You watched all the way to the end. You must have enjoyed, so drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I make videos like these every single day. Use code PROZEROYT, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.